Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Portland Snowhawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Deshaun Hall able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Back! Flex round! Flex round!
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Flex round! Flex round!
Right, check, 59, 59. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Here's Marshall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Quaker Omaha. Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yellow, yellow. Ready, send there. Yellow, yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Cousins now on second down. And caught left side, Olsen. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. He hits more. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Quan Alexander coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Olsen too much. Scram for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Cousins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Lucky 48.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Cousins. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Quaker Omaha. Hey, Clifford.
First down. Here's Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. 3rd and goal for Cousins, and that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Godot's kick is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner. Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. When you get the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back.
He rifles one that's at the 35. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard.
Check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Gano's kick is right through. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First target, first catch, and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Flush to his right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity. In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point. Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big. I put a star.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Dontari Poe in on the stop. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ohio! Ohio!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie things at 20 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself 7-point defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second down, Cousins. And he'll dump this out to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one complete right side to Funchess.